and thanks for clicking on this video, guys. Today we are here to check another of our amazing comparisons, if we can call them like that, of course. And what are we going to check today? Today we are going to see if you should purchase Astroneer, which is this game I'm playing exactly right now, or if instead of that you should just purchase another masterpiece that has been released like a long time ago and that is on the top of the best sellers on Steam from a long time, which is Ark Survival Evolved. Okay, so let's start straight away. Both the games are survival games, right? Even though they are a little bit different. And let's go straight away in the point we usually analyze first, which is the graphics. The graphics in Astroneer, they look quite, how can you say, cartoonish, quite simple. And especially the polygons that you can see inside the caves and inside the terrains are kind of gross, we can say. So for sure, this Astroneer doesn't win the point for the most realistic graphics ever. While instead, Ark kinda does, because the graphics in Ark, they are extremely cool. Therefore, the first point that we got from today surely goes to Ark Survival Evolved. Let's talk then about optimization. You know that Ark is not that good for optimization, right? Well, of course you know that. It's actually kind of really tough to run it on any kind of PC you actually have. So the optimization of that game is not that brilliant. While instead, the optimization of Astroneer is quite amazing. As usual, there are people that are facing kind of drops of FPSs in Astroneer as well, but actually this happens only in the as soon as you launch the main campaign, okay? Because if you wait just a little bit, then the FPSs just go back to normal and to be really fluid. Even if you don't simply have an amazingly strong computer. So I wouldn't worry at all about it. The optimization point goes to Astroneer in this case. Well, apart from that, let's also talk a little bit about variety of the gameplay. The variety of the gameplay in Astroneer is kinda cool. The first 10 hours are amazing, but it's nothing that can really cope with Ark's one. Ark's is still a lot more fun. You can do action, you can actually build your base, you can actually discover stuff, growing level, fighting animals, taming them, and so on and so on. Well, in Astroneer, all you can do is going around for planets, yeah, and well, you can build your little settlement, but apart from that, there is not much else that you can do. So the first 10 hours are great because you need to discover a lot of stuff, but apart from that, the game gets a little bit of more of the same. So the variety point surely goes to Ark Survival Evolved. Well, apart from this, well, as I said, the variety is a lot more in Ark, so therefore this says mostly all of it. In Astroneer, this is what you do. The survival element, of course, is also, even in this case, better in Ark Survival Evolved, because in Astroneer, as soon as you basically get one of those, well, one of these powered up stations, and you basically start to get your tethers putting down, which are door things, well, the survival part ends up there. Your character doesn't need to eat. The only thing that your astronaut actually needs is actually just the oxygen, and the oxygen you can get it planting those tethers like this. You just press T and you put one of them in here, and if you get them right, basically as soon as you get it right, you just get the oxygen for yourself, and the oxygen is the only thing that the astronaut needs. So this point goes to Ark, because Ark is for sure a lot more original and more oriented through the actual survival. If you're looking for a survival, of course. If you're not, of course, Astroneer will make your life a lot easier. And apart from that, as they are both survival, gathering the resources is actually almost the same thing, is always the same thing in Astroneer. You press E and you start to gather whatever is in there. The actual only other thing that you can get is actually one of the kind of spinning things that I don't know how they're called. And with this crave, basically, you can go and mine some more stronger elements and resources. But apart from that, these are the only two ways you actually get your resources: the Hoover and then the big crate that you use to mine. In Ark, of course, you know that you have different stuff, like you have the pickaxe, you need to get more tools, and gathering resources in Ark is generally better, so also this point goes to Ark Survival Evolved. Well, those were the major points. Both the games are fun. I just think that Ark is a little bit more fun than Astroneer, but they are still both two amazing games, so if you need to choose for one, go for Ark. Otherwise, Astroneer is another amazing game that you shouldn't be missing from your collection. Well guys, I hope this was helpful in case you were wondering which one you should have bought, and if you have any question about it, if you have any opinion, just make sure to leave it down in the comments below. For anything else, I will invite you to leave a like and to subscribe for following me in the next comparison, and apart from that, I wish you a great day ahead, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Cheers!